Assalamu alaikum. I am lawyer Shifana Sharifuddin, a Sri Lankan Muslim. Some NGOs which are working with the feminist agenda are requesting certain amendments to MMDA. Few Muslim women work for those NGOs are not representing the Muslim women in Sri Lanka. They are the people who seek freedom from religion. I don't want MMDA to be amended according to their recommendations. I am a Muslim woman following my religion willfully. I demand that any amendments to MMDA to be done according to the guidance of All Ceylon Jamiatul Ulama.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Irfana Imran, attorney at law from Colombo. There has been an extensive discussion to bring amendments to the Muslim Marriage and Divorce Act, which is a personal law governing the matrimonial affairs of Muslims in Sri Lanka. As a responsible citizen of this island, I'm also looking forward to any progressive amendment to be brought to the Muslim Marriage and Divorce Act in line with the Quranic principles, Islamic values, and to satisfy the majority Muslims' desire of this country, but not in accordance with the whims and fancies of those who claim this law to be a purely gender-based discrimination. Thank you.
I'm Dr. Rifshia Rahim, a clinical psychologist, a Sri Lankan Muslim from Colombo. Muslim Marriage and Divorce Act is a personal law which facilitates us to follow our religious guidance in our marriage and divorce affairs. It can't be amended against our religious principles. Advice of All Ceylon Jamiatul Ulama need to be obtained in the reform procedure.
I'm lawyer Hakima Aliyar, a Sri Lankan Muslim from Katankudi. Muslim Marriage and Divorce Act is a personal law which facilitates us to follow religious guidance in our marriage and divorce affairs. It cannot be amended against our religious principles. Advice of ACJU need to be obtained in the reform procedure.
I'm Zarina Abdulaziz, lawyer and international human rights activist, originally from Matala district, Sri Lanka. Some non-governmental organizations which are working with feminist and gender-based agendas are requesting and pressuring Sri Lankan government with certain amendments to Muslim Marriage and Divorce Act. Some Muslim women for those non-governmental organizations are not representing all the Muslim women in Sri Lanka. They are the people who are working and seek freedom from religion, not freedom of religion. Therefore, I do not want Muslim Marriage and Divorce Act to be amended according to their recommendations, which is against to the practicing Muslims in Sri Lankan religious principles. I wish Muslim Marriage and Divorce Act in Sri Lanka amended according to their religious principles. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Alma Salam. I'm a medical undergraduate. I'm from Matale. As a Muslim and a Sri Lankan, I firmly believe that any reform to the Muslim Marriage and Divorce Act must be aligned strictly to Islamic principles and Islamic Sharia. And this act is rooted in the teachings of the Quran and Sunnah, and altering its meat due to the external feminist or secular demands or risk its compromising to its religious integrities. So the advice of All Ceylon Jamiatul Ulama need to be obtained in the reform procedure, and then in conclusion, MMDA must be remained true to Islamic principles and Sharia to safeguard justice and preserve our faith and values.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Nushra Najimuddin, attorney at law from Colombo. Our consent about the amendment of MMDA should be according to the religious perspective. Most of the subjects contained in MMDA, such as marriage, divorce, and maintenance, are based on Quran and Hadith. Therefore, it should be amended according to the guideline prescribed in the Quran and Hadith.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Rifana Ismail, psychological counselor and social activist for the past 25 years. I don't want Muslim Marriage Divorce Act amendment according to the feminist requirement. Any reform to Muslim Marriage and Divorce Act should be made according to the guidance of All Ceylon Jamiatul Ulama and Sri Lanka Sharia Council. Thank you.
I am Firdausia Lias from Kandy. I am working since 1997 as a government teacher and visiting lecturer OUSL. I follow my religion willfully. Muslim Marriage and Divorce Act is personal law which facilitates us to follow our religious guidance. In our marriage and divorce affairs, it can't be amended against of our religious principles. The advice of ACJU needed to obtain in the reform procedure. Thank you.